we are back on. Great. So let's change this. Boom. That's good. Okay. So, hello everybody. This is the first episode of the Super Podcast. Basically, we just talk about everything superhero related right now. That's going on right now. They're probably going to range from around 15 minutes to an hour. But I guess we can go ahead and get started. So today we are going to be talking about the problems with Titans, the TV show on the DC streaming service, which I did just cover in my latest video. So it's kind of, I don't know, a little bit extra, and then talking about revisiting the James Gunn controversy, talking about the original Teen Titans, Avengers 4, Into the Spider-Verse, Sinister Spider-Man comic run, new Disney streaming service, CW Infinite Crisis, fanfiction updates, original updates, coolest DC heroes, coolest Marvel heroes, Star Wars news, and then conclusion, basically. So I guess we can go ahead and get started with the problems with Teen Titans, or with Titans. So if we really had to pick one problem, it would be most of the characters and costumes. Just the fact that they aren't comic accurate, which really annoys me. Really annoying that they can't get it comic accurate because they want to get the ethnic publicity, which is, like I said, really annoying. So, and the same thing kind of happened, well, not necessarily with ethnicity, more with the Disney, with the James Gunn controversy. So obviously the tweets were bad, but they knew about it whenever they hired James Gunn in the first place. So I don't really get I don't really get why they would fire him even though they knew it, other than the fact that they probably just wanted to keep their standards up, because if no one had found those, Disney already knew about them and they wouldn't really care. So on to the next place, the original Teen Titans. So if any of you have seen Teen Titans Go to the movies, you would have seen the end credit scene with, or heard the remix of the original Teen Titans song, and if you had saw the end credit scene with the original Titans talking about being stuck somewhere and they don't have much time, but they want to know that we're still out here. So which is kind of probably, well, it is obviously a throwback to the original Titans, but it could be something talking about the Teen Titans returning. Obviously, I would love the original Teen Titans to return, wherever that may be, but it would be cool if they could make a movie out of it, honestly, and then bring back Season 6. The movie would explain what happened, and then Season 6 would kind of be a continuation to Season 5, maybe, after what happened, of course, the reason that the show ended. But that would be cool. I just really hope that the original Teen Titans comes back and takes the place of Teen Titans Go. On to Avengers 4. So Avengers 4 is coming out next year, but there is already so much stuff coming up, and we should be getting the trailer anytime now. Late November, I guess. Let's see. For trailer release. So Avengers 4 release date confirmed. Let's see what this is. Okay, so before the end of the year. Is that really it? It's before the end of the year. So it's sometime. But there is new stuff here about from Screen Rant talking about voter turnout with the Avengers 4 trailer. An Avengers 4 fan reveals how Marvel could boost, with the U.S. midterm elections. Ant-Man also had decent palette cleanser before the studio massive 2019. Not only will Marvel Studios debut its first solo female lead superhero, they'll also close out Phase 3 with Avengers 4 and kick off Phase 4 with Spider-Man. Tuesday, November 6th is the midterm elections. Fake tweet screenshot showing how they believe Marvel could turn out. Marvel Entertainment vote tomorrow and will drop the Avengers 4 trailer. So, decent idea, I guess. Before the end of the year. I would honestly be fine if they didn't have any trailers or anything like that. That would actually be kind of cool. For no trailers or title at all. Just Avengers 4 and be here on this date. I would actually really be fine with that. Well, fine. Who could live and die? I have a feeling Loki is still alive. I've already expressed that though. Thor will probably survive. I actually have an entire video on these theories that will be coming out or may have already come out. I don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule in a while. Oh no, I just did that. Okay. Anyways, so a new video is going to be coming out on that, so I can kind of leave this here. Into the Spider-Verse, so there obviously was the new trailer, I guess, and the Venom end credit scene. But that's all the new stuff. It's gonna be cool seeing Miles as Spider-Man, even though Peter will be in there, and I really hope that it's the Tobey Maguire Peter that gets to do that, because Tobey Maguire is and always will be the best Spider-Man. I just wish he would have voiced Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse. The Sinister Spider-Man comic run was a release of 4 comics. It was 4 comics. It was a limited series and had a very short print run, but it's the Dark Reign Sinister Spider-Man. This is really a great comic book. I would recommend it to anybody. This entire series, actually. It's really cool seeing Venom as the good guy. And the artwork is amazing. The writers are amazing. We have Reed, Townsend, Boccolo. I've never read a comic book by him. other than this one. So, but Sinister Spider-Man run, it came out a while back. I believe 2012 maybe a little bit earlier. Let me go ahead and look. Let's see, I have the first issue right here. 2008, yeah. That's what I thought at first. But it is really good. And I haven't read this in a while. Yeah, so Venom is kind of like the Venom kind of takes the place of Spider-Man. It's actually a really cool comic book. The art, like I said, is really awesome. I don't know, it's really good. Writer Brian Reed, that's the writer. There's black and white drawings, and then there is colored drawings. The black and white are Chris Bachalo, which like I said, I haven't seen any by him. Tim Townsend, I really like his work. He does the ink drawings. The color guides are by Anthony Fabella. Chris Bachalo also was with Final Colors, is what he worked with. Jared Fletcher is the letterer. The editor is Thomas Brennan. Supervisor editor Stephen Wacker. Editor Tom Brevoort. I'm very bad with names. Editor-in-Chief Joe Quesadilla. I know that's not his name, but that's just how I'm gonna say it. It's like Quesada? I don't know. Publisher Dan Buckley and executive producer Alan Fine. I didn't know that they had producer in comic book. I've actually never looked at that, but it's Matt Gargan as Venom or Sinister Spider-Man or the Amazing Spider-Man as the bad guys call him. There's the Hippo, Dr. Everything, Dementoid, General Wolfram, and 11, which are going to be coming in to try and defeat Spider-Man. Also, at the end of the Spider-Man, and at the end of the comic book, there is these, you can email questions to Venom, and they get answered by Venom or Mac. Either one. It's Venom gives the more darker advice, like telling people to eat people and that sort of stuff. But Mac gives the sound advice that Venom disagrees with. So, oh gosh. Please don't do that. I'm trying to put this comic book back into its case, and I'll have to do that after. Anyways, really good comic run. There's only 4 of them, so you can pick it up fairly cheap if you can find them at your local comic book store. I got mine for around $3.25, but you can also find them if you want to get them online, such as at eBay, for around $8 to $12, I believe. But that was a while back whenever I looked that up. Let me just see here. Shopping. Yeah, just depending on where you go. There's $15.8 for the first issue. You can get the other issues a little bit cheaper. The non-limited versions you can get more expensive, but the limited versions are kind of cooler to have. And the first print run is always the best instead of the second print run, if we're being honest here. Moving on. Oh man, I did that again. Okay. It's completely fine. New Disney streaming service. So that is really going to be cool. I believe it's also going to be very cheap. But it'll feature a Scarlet Witch show, a Loki show, and a Bucky and Falcon show, like together. The Winter Soldier and Falcon show. Although they might end up being separate, but it's going to be really high budgeted, which will be cool. Like, it'll be 8 to 13 episodes per season, or per run, actually, it might be. But I could see them being at least an hour long each, and kind of like a movie with a movie budget, which would be awesome. Definitely something to look into. The CW. So, if you've watched any of the CW superhero shows, excluding Black Lightning, you would kind of see something if you've watched and if you've read the Infinite Crisis storyline or the Crisis on Infinite Earths comic runs. They are really good, if we're being honest. Just getting that out there, I would recommend them. But if you have read them, there's a lot of stuff in those that have been hinted towards on the CW, such as the machines that Bruce makes in Bruce Wayne makes in the comics. I can't remember their names now, but they end up fighting and trying to kill all the metahumans in the Crisis, and those have been talked about in the CW shows. And basically what it is there's this guy who, eats universes out of the multiverse, and to kill him they have to something. I don't remember the exact storyline, if we're being honest. That's just a version that I've read. It might have been fan version. Anyways, all the Earths all the Earths of the multiverse get destroyed except for Earth 1. And they do this on purpose, but some of the characters come to Earth 1 from rifts in the multiverse to get thrown into Earth 1 and have no idea what's going on. I could see this happening in the CW, kind of as a way to end the Arrow and usher in a new show, because I have a feeling season 7 or season 8 could very well be the last season that they make of Arrow, kind of as a way to make room for the new Ruby Rose Batgirl show. But it would be a really cool thing to do. Fanfiction and original updates. A new trailer for the latest fanfiction is going to be coming out, or already came out actually, and it's about the Teen Titans, and it's been really fun. But the first episode should be coming out, and sometime next month or maybe the month afterwards, just depending on how things go. But as for the originals, we have Shutterskin and Not So Super and one more, which does not have a title yet, but those are all being worked on, and we might get one or two actually on the channel. As for the coolest DC and Marvel superheroes, in my opinion at least, DC, I have to say Harley Quinn, Scarecrow, Joker, Batman, who else? Ragman from the Arrow show was really cool. Man, I don't know. Who else? It's really hard thinking about DC. Wonder Woman is really cool. I don't really like Superman. If I had my comic books around me, I could see who there is, but I'm just drawing a blank right now. Any of the Teen Titans are awesome. Let's see, who the Teen Titans faced? Slade or Deathstroke is awesome. Never mind. I just realized something from the show. Who else do we got? I mean, that's all I can think of right now. Everyone on the Teen Titans. Jinx from the original Teen Titans show is really cool. Tara? Not Tara Strong. Tara Strong is awesome, but I'm talking about Tara as in the superhero, not the real life human being. Coolest Marvel heroes, Loki, Bucky, Iron Man, who do we got? Clint is pretty cool. Ant-Man is awesome. I don't know who else. The Red Skull is cool. Thanos is awesome. All the Guardians of the Galaxy are awesome, except for Mantis. I don't really like Mantis. Yeah. Most every symbiote is cool. Man, I can just not think today. Captain America is cool. Wouldn't say my top 5, maybe top 10. As for Star Wars news, man, they canceled most of the spin-off movies, which I'm really sad about, especially the Boba Fett. But we are getting the Mandalorian TV show, which kind of makes up for it. But it was also confirmed that Star Wars, we aren't going to be getting one movie every year anymore. It's going to be taken down to one movie every 2 years to kind of make the movies better, which I feel like is a really good thing for the Star Wars franchise in general. Because, I don't know, just the fact that how bad that Solo did. I mean, it's a good story, but I would have rather 74-year-old Harrison Ford to play the part. Let me see. Harrison Ford is 76, not 74. Pretty close. Man, I would have loved the Boba Fett show. That would have been on Boba Fett movie. That would have been awesome. And it could have started out with just his hand coming out of the Sarlacc pit and just grabbing onto the sand there. That would have been a really cool beginning. But now we aren't going to get to see that. I think they also canceled the Kenobi movie starring Ewan McGregor, and that is also very sad. I'm more sad about the Boba Fett movie, though. I think they're still considering a Solo 2 with Darth Maul, which would be cool. Like I said, I would have rather the Boba Fett movie. Star Wars games are still going good, but Star Wars Rivals, I believe it was. Yeah, Star Wars Rivals was out for, I believe, 30 seconds. Around 30 seconds before they just shut it down. People lost hundreds of dollars from the beta testing, and Disney said there's no refunds from that, which is very annoying. But they are coming out with a new, better game, but I believe it's only on the PC. But that might have been canceled. But it's probably better just to stick with the old stuff. I know Battlefront 2 was kind of disappointment. Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2, would have been awesome. Oh. So, the video game I was talking about was actually canceled a while back. Star Wars 1313, I believe. But that's where the Mandalorian show comes from. But that's all I had planned for this. I know it's kind of short. I was actually planning more time on ranting about Titans, but I decided to put that to rest. Thank you all for watching. If you have any comments or concerns, go ahead and put it down to the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.